damn blue is dried out. I got another one in the shed. It's dried out. Fix another one. I thought I closed it all the way. It's hard as rock. I'll go to the shed, I'll fix it. I just looked at it, I was like, dude. I think it's when I fixed the other one, I didn't put it all the way down in it. I'll fix it. It's garbage. What's up? Hmm? You want to go up? Go on. Watch. It's right there. I'm not doing the light thing right now. I'm not doing the light thing. Better than lasers, y'all. Let's get it jumping. I'm gonna address a few things, and then I'm gonna do a podcast later on. I didn't come back on the read last night because I was on somebody's live. Actually, I was on two people's lives. I'm not gonna mention the other individual because they get lots of views, and it's not about that. But hopefully, some of those individuals will come over and they'll learn some things or two for my readings and stuff. So anyway, you see the title. Excuse me. Oh, fruits in the morning, in the AM. Every once in a while. I put that there because I figured some pale skins would come over and their fake false illumination of being white, and some dumb Pan-Africans, because I didn't want to look, so I looked the other day at some of my videos and I saw how the numbers were down, and the numbers didn't go down because nobody's been viewing. I actually spoke to Joe Robinette. Oh, not two. I sent messages to Joe Robinette and a few other people. Corpus Corner. YouTube keeps removing notifications of certain individuals doing things. That means that it's FBI or CIA. It's influenced by the government, which they're not supposed to be doing. And if YouTube was really a platform that was about something, they wouldn't be doing that. But see, cowards move in cowards form, or maybe they're employed by the fictional government entities that most of y'all believe in. Just like you pale skins believe you're white. Actually, did you know before the word black existed? And I don't care about those fake Nagas, goofy, Amaru, whatever. It not messing with y'all who utilize that name. If I was you, I'd remove that from dialect or the turbulence to which my name is supposed to create, because it doesn't. With those who are annoying. White was always synonymous to death. Whether it was in Africa, Asia, or anywhere during a death ceremony, white meant darkness. It meant bleak. And we also know that black means bleach, blonde, white, pale, whatever. And it illuminates to death as well. So there's no one way or the other. And who created it? Well, if you know about Francis Bernier, who was a goddamn Zionist, before a real convert, regardless of what it says in Arthur Hessler, what's the name, Kessler's book, Arthur Kessler's book, regardless of that, he's giving you the diatribe of the knowledge passed down by individuals of a time when so-called civilization had crumbled. And it was the dynasty of a certain group of individuals who had come to a certain point, was making war, and it is believed that they arrived here somehow. whether it be a portal, broad hair, or whatever. Does it mean all pale skins? No, they weren't that really pale. They were pale, but they weren't what you see today. They more or less look maybe a couple of shades lighter than me. But they were Khazarian, and they're the fake Khazars. They were actually Ashkenaz, and that's real history. Anyway, and if anybody knows anything other than the fact that they've added 7 or 8 years because they need to speed something up and keep our people dying and with a false narrative of time. Because whenever you're moving in a false ether, you're not in your universe. So I was hoping that some of you, well, educated, because you know what that means, raised, pale skins would come on over and open your friggin' mouths and throw out your little flip-floppity tongue. Mongrels are more in lieu of the pale skin race because that's where the dynasty of those that came to conquer a land they knew nothing about. That's why it was so important to create science, which was magnified by false narratives in the 1700s. All steeped in theories, not relevant to anything, attempting to figure out the place they arrived. And before that, it was just conquest until we stopped every last one of you. Yeah, we did. We stopped you. And then the fake civil war, it was us fighting other people like us who had took on a different persona because of something that's leaking in the dark. Thank goodness that many of you aren't really who you think you are, but you don't know that either. Regardless of going back watching my videos, which I know a lot of you will fear doing, I don't care if you're in fake ass Europe or anything else, running around your made up world. How can 3% of the population be the majority anywhere? I just want to know, out of 8 billion people, how can 3% of the population of Earth be the majority anywhere? Y'all, you know, let me tell you something. People say I've been going hard at the police. You goddamn right. First of all, they're policy enforcers. I don't care if you don't know legalese, which don't mean crap either. Okay? They do the most horrendous and abhorrent things because you have idiots in a costume. Just like in the military and anything else, because people were smart in the military, they wouldn't be. Did you know, UCMJ, that if it's unlawful, if it's not based on the Constitution or the Bill of Rights, that any person in uniform can say, wait a minute, General, or officer, or whatever, but the fear tactics, the food dousing of chemicals, most of y'all, especially these melanated beings on this soil, I don't care if you come from somewhere else. But the ones here running around with this identity crisis and calling themselves African American because they're influenced by fiat, so it's a status thing, are the dumbest sons of bitches I've ever seen in my life. Racists are the goofiest. They'll just walk in the park, trip over a rock, dumbest sons of bitches on the planet, on this earth. On this earth. I would love to see you prove me wrong, but y'all are so dynamically stupid. When I was sitting there conversing with individuals talking about the sons of the Civil War, well, I knew my great-great-uncles, and you motherfuckers, and the majority of y'all came in the late 1800s because of welfare. The majority of you. Between 6 million, 2 or 3 times, and then 12 million, and in 1920 and 40, troves of you fucks came here. And we were whooping your asses. Besides y'all fighting each other because some of you knew that you weren't what you were being played to be at. Ellis Island, that little story they said, made in France, pure bullshit. That has always been a statue here, like the one that was over in Chicago, the one that was in San Francisco Bay, the ones, and it destroyed them. That's what you did, because we were so busy fighting. Mongols, you ain't fight shit. You didn't know about the cities, the towns, the buildings, or nothing. When they came asking about rebuilding shit and refurbishing roads, they came to us. But you pale skins have a problem. You can't speak up, or a handful are starting to. All right, thank goodness. But the majority of you can't because you still think you're Native American. You know, you're born here. What the fuck does that mean? Maybe second generation, coming from a great-great-grandma who was an orphan, or pappy. And that's the truth of your history. Regardless of where you might come from. I don't care. And for you niggas walking around talking about you black, you're the dumbest sons of low excrement pieces of scoop. I was watching these dudes doing an airport prank. I wish one would walk up to me in the airport over here, because I'll put 2 bullets in your eyes. My blast in your eyes real quick, you old dumb niggas. Talking about Chicago, this, that. One guy pulled a knife on a couple. Looked like they were Latino. I hate saying that, but you know, melanated. Speak Spanish influence. Go walk up to the wife and I'm talking about, oh, that's my luggage. It's prank that's going around. I wish one of you young cappers would walk up on me like that. All these pranks are stupid. Just to get views, to make a pocket. YouTube likes that. They like horrendous things. Seeing the cartel, blood out videos, people putting that stuff up. But you pale skins and you whites and you blacks, right? You false illusions. Both of you mean death. That's why y'all carry out the way you do. Hyped up on a fake reality that never existed. Created by individuals who care nothing about you. Who will use you just like toilet paper or a handful of grass or some leaves to wipe their excrement from their behind. Why don't you challenge me? Why don't some of y'all say we want to bring Jim Wooten, Lucifer Wooten Branch, aka Jim Red Wolf, Jim Hole in the Shoulder, is named by my great grandmother, over to our podcast to talk. And get one of them fast talking goofy motherfuckers that think they all control everything. They want to use big words. I would love to see that happen. You see how they came in and they ran out, right? Francis Bernier, 1625-1688, is believed to have developed the first comprehensive classification of humans into distinct races. I've been through this before. It was actually 1720, was it? Vice, all right? Over here. Distinct races, which was actually 1775, but we'll go into that later. Distinct races, which was published in a French journal article in 1684. Nouvelle division de la Terre par les différentes espèces des inhabitants. New division of Earth by different species of races. Who would want to divide Earth? Who wanted to divide Earth? Who would want to do that? Someone foreign. Oh, that's not a Negro, by the meaning of Nagus. Which y'all just messed all the words up, and the ignorant of you who were sent to Australia because you were just terrible what y'all were doing. They couldn't even stand you in the military. Or maybe because when they came here, they were like, no, them baby's gonna be bad, and they put you there, and you see what y'all did. But y'all went on to destroy all the great buildings there. See, what they didn't know about us is we didn't run around with just fringes and shit on all. And wigwams and all that, it was ceremonial. Purpose to connect to the earth, bare feet on the ground, the electric, the truth of who we were. We had a story. We knew we were gonna fall from it. Because we invited, it wasn't invited, we welcomed you on y'all arrival. Your handful of little goofy ancestors. We weren't living like that no more. We had moved away from all the weapons. We had destroyed great things. The little destruction y'all been doing ain't shit compared to what we did in the past. And then you want to go running around digging up all our great technology to use. Now you have it, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. They'll destroy their own just to accomplish nothing. That's how stupid they are. And here you are, you pale skins, and you whites and you blacks, you dumb motherfuckers. That's all y'all are. No matter what costume you put on, you're still dumb motherfuckers. You drink poison daily. They were talking about, oh, you know the little small fireballs? Oh, those aren't even alcohol. It's chemical. And then they're saying, well, there's certain ones that aren't. The big ones are the real ones. I'm like, make up your mind. All of it's poison. Ain't none of it natural. OD 800. Ain't nothing natural about that. That's not a real beer. Michelob. You better go and pay attention to how they synthesize that lately. Same thing with Budweiser. It tastes like piss water. Anheuser-Busch, all that. Who you think controls all? And let me tell you something. The only thing that's still real is Conquito, White Lightning, Flash Grain, corn liquor. The only things that won't hurt you. You know, motherfuckers, we made whiskey, we made honey beer wine, we made Ganeo wine and liquor, the original shit. Prunes, all the fruits and vegetables from here fermented. They ain't have none of that nowhere when y'all got here, until y'all came here. Cigarettes, nowhere, no tobacco. Except for the importance of the rich, which it was exported from here. Now you motherfuckers don't even pay attention to the fact that when we once had well over 200 million acres of farmland, we fed you sorry sons of bitches. And the likes of Kroger and all these other fake Zionist fucks started coming in, and people murdered and dying, and a hostile takeover of land because families didn't want nothing to do with it, because the education system created by John D. Rockefeller. Now you motherfuckers just gave sway to your stupid and arrogant ignorance to a system developed, to which I was reading about, breaking it down out of Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. And now they control what goes into your body. Y'all are the dumbest sons of bitches out there spinning up the fiat that's worthless, being the debtors that you are, and enjoying the little fake world you exist in. Let me tell you something about it. Negroes will stop being so stupid when these young motherfuckers being so dumb. There's not one organization that can stop any of us. Not one. That's why they want to take the guns now, because they got to lie with fake ass media, them cowards. I wouldn't care if they're clones or goddamn puppets with sticks up their ass. Dig this. That's why they want to take the guns. Nobody's taking out a gun from no goddamn body. See, thankful there's many pale-skinned brothers who are woke the fuck up. But there's still a whole stagnant slew of you dumb sons of bitches. Hey, it's Texas and yeah, and all, you know, let all liberals come in because some of y'all like booty bumping and coochie grinding. Oh, you ain't got, it's in your DNA. You're fucked up. A little memory allowed to come over, so that way you can see the perversions. There's blockers on the exchange. Don't you wonder who put it there? Y'all got a problem with that? I don't care. I really don't care what you got a problem with. Invite me to your goddamn podcast, and I will bring some information that besides, I know it ain't your story. Seeing how it's hard. Facebook's scared to let the little 3,500 come over here, so that way I can go ahead and lock them in. You can keep listening to dumbass people talk about a bunch of dumbass shit. Things I was talking about since I was in the 1970s. Learn how to do windmills, spin it on my head. Talking about engines and blah, blah, blah. And those grand buildings are Tartarian and da. Look at the number on there. The J and the I actually turned to a 1. Motherfuckers like, man, it's crazy. I'm fighting history teachers. I'm in high school. I'm beating up on teachers because they lying to everybody. Until my grandmother said, after picking me up at the police station, the municipal building, excuse me. My father always going to Rikers Island, Vietnam vet, and a few other people running around with bank robbers and shit. I had to leave high school. Smarter than the majority of motherfuckers in there. After being a drug dealer and witnessing too many gruesome deaths. I'm in the military. I was like, I wish we could go to war. I was used to seeing and smelling everything else. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't fucking get it. White and black don't exist, you stupid motherfuckers. Just like there's no real judge. Just like the president doesn't mean shit. Y'all will get it one day. You'll realize it. So it's saying that genetic distance estimates suggest that among the 3 major races of men, the first divergence occurred about 120,000 years ago. Wasn't it funny? It was in South Carolina, the oldest Negro, Y chromosome 380,000 years ago. Isn't it funny that mostly everything that we see happening happened around the 11th, between the 6th, 11th, but mostly in the 13th century? Make it make sense? Well, imagine having 2 so-called centuries to blend in, to incorporate, to facilitate, to marry, and then raise arrogant, ignorant children. And then to subjugate the same ones that did the teaching to death, like the killing fields. The same thing that you see that's going to happen over here. I'm tired of breaking out numbers. Okay? So let's say, look, every year, 12 years, right? High school, right? So every 12th year, right? Every year, 12th graders are graduating. So in 10 years, that's 10 generations, right? 20 years, that's 20 generations. 30 years, you have the one solid, firm generation, like the baby boomers. But you have, in between that, 30 generations. And over that 30 generations, how many more do you have? So in a century, you have 3 solid generations and 90 generations plus. Do you get what I'm saying? It only takes 1 generation to fuck the whole history up. And it's subjugated to each solid generation of 30. Besides the change and dynamics of time and history. That's too heavy for you? Well, let me keep adding to that. Now, if you decide to remove 5 days from the year, take away one of the seasons, extend a period through leap years and this, that, and the other, mitigate by doing a serious climatic change, mud flood, however you may want to say it, created by certain individuals to duplicate something that already happened. The people coming out of the shadows or the darkness, the ones that survive, now are enumerated with a different ideology and a different history. And those who survived are silenced because they're targeted, because it is known census. It is known where they exist. None of this is new. Nothing new of the sun. The sun is female energy. First thing they do was to divide the man and the woman. Have you not paid attention? It doesn't matter what crayon color you are. Pale skins have the most morbid relationship. And then you start adapting ours. You don't get the separation and division, but you want to be there and be the contagion. And then you run around thinking it's all right. No, you're just a number. You'll learn this one day. You'll realize the truth of this. But a lot of y'all have a hard time dealing with this shit. It's like, when is he going to really go? And I've been going and I've been giving you tea every goddamn time you turn around. And people always want to imitate. They can never duplicate. You motherfuckers ain't ready for this information. You ain't ready for this truth. Do I got to read some more of this goofy shit that these dumb fucks put out there that's easy to put together the puzzle pieces? Do you need me to read some more of this shit? Different races. Who the fuck is in a race by the dynamics of what it states? Let's go ahead and pull this up. Let me see if I can pull it up here before this thing goes dead. The term race used infrequently. Do I need to put that word up for you so you have a clear understanding for you non-dictionary fucking Webster reading motherfuckers? Before the 1500s was used to identify groups of people with a kinship or group connection. Bullshit. It's tribe, clan. No such thing. This is their narrative. The modern day use of the term race, identifying groups of people by physical traits, appearance, or characteristics, is a human invention. I thought cars race. Oh yeah, we're gonna put the Corvette against we're going to put the Corvette against the Stingray. We're going to bring the Chevrolet and the Ford and the Dodge. We're going to Mopar against. Listen, y'all, it's a big game. The problem is the dummies are the losers. Why would they have that when they said 5 races out of 4 races? Remember, it was 3 races. Y'all just heard me read the shit. What does human race mean? Who would have to teach a motherfucker what a human race means if we exist as one, as we actually did for a period of time? And to the instigators of trouble and chaos and mayhem, who don't like order because they want to do the weird shit, decided to figure out a way when our calm and peace to devise a way to fuck some children up. That's why the worst thing to do is have a baby born in those institutions, those corporations, those factories. That's what the fucking hospital is, a death factory. You want to talk about Joseph Mengele? What do you think the hospital is? Who can murder 250,000 people a year and get away with it? Do you know how many people that is in a 2-year span? That's 2.5 million people. The fuck is wrong with you? That's what a margin of give and take. And here we talk about a fucking war. Not that many people die in that. Unless it's an ongoing war. And they don't even incorporate those numbers. See, a lot of you motherfuckers think you're smart, but you don't know shit. You don't really know a goddamn thing because this is not your specificality. This is what the fuck I do. Like I said, I know how it ends. I know how it can end. It's not a fucking figment of my imagination. Because you don't know and you're scared. You whites and you blacks need to get on board and motherfucking wake the fuck up. Stop being so goddamn stupid. Historical race concepts are even historical. Why would they be historical if they're not based deep in true history? Do I need to read this again to enlighten you about some things you aren't fucking aware of? Based upon the 11th to 13th goddamn century? And do I gotta break this down again so you can get the puzzle of why I'm talking about the economics and all that stuff? Do I need to go over the 3 motherfucking simple factors to which I'm breaking down? Inductive factors and consider translation of economic inductive, the goddamn aggregation and the E-models and all that? Do I need to break that down again for you? How they systemically and systematically created every delusion you see, but you motherfuckers want to run on, I'm white. I'm Native American. I'm African. All this other shit, new creations. I put a map up, and everybody was like, where do you get that shit from? Africa only had 3 clans of people. And they maintained the most important of structures and buildings. And it wasn't called Africa, motherfucker. It was Lower Ethiopia. We had this place, Molokai, where these people arrived, to which we kept them. We kept with lepers and albinism. Albino and albinism are 2 different things, too. And we kept them because the things that they were thinking and doing, and they knew they needed to be there. There was betrayal. And they became what they call desert devils. We took them in, all over. I asked y'all to find out about the Hada people. Nobody wants to find out or learn about that. Going to the She people, the Anu Islands, the original Ethiopians, the Tumblr, the real motherfuckers of Europe, they were easily swayed and destroyed. Their numbers weren't that great. Amalgamated. And then for some reason, more and more started coming in from we don't know where, because you motherfuckers don't fuck and have babies like that. Hell, you cannibalize your kids, a lot of you. Pale-skins. Oh yeah, yo, you need to learn the truth about your history. And then here we are, all the melanated people of this earth, this motherfucking era, this plane. It's funny that I told you to look into medical. Why is it that all melanated women can birth in up to, I know up to 78 and 80, 85, I believe was the last time I read it, birth 200 of y'all in a year. Y'all are some dumb motherfuckers. And then you black motherfuckers are even dumber. And you see what the institution has done with these fake professors, these worthless ass teachers, and these sorry ass officials that wear costumes in court and everything else have done to your fucking children. And you think it's all right, huh? That's all I wanted to share. I don't advocate violence or any of that bullshit, but I know what it requires and what it takes. And you always want to play on who you think is weak and victimize, and have a system that'll cooperate and allow it. Look at Oklahoma with all my indigenous, aboriginal, beloved, beautiful family, subjugated by these foreign interlopers, these pieces of excrement, down there want to play us now with the uttermost disrespect, as if it's going to blow the fuck over because they want to chemically poison the air and change the weather and all that other goofy shit. You're going to wake the fuck up, and you're going to hate what you find when you wake the fuck up. I came on, I didn't come on for lecturing. I came on to say what needs to be said, and I said I'm going to do it, get it done, and be done. And with that, I'll be back to read later on. I'm going to go and get some more salad in my fucking belly, because even though fruit and all that's the best thing for us, I've learned something else that helps me lose weight with my old positive blood type. The dynamics of how they change some things in us, and how I'm manifesting different things in me. With the help of mama. They're triggering it. All the dumbasses. I'll be back on again. I don't care about gay people. I don't care about all that goofy shit that's going on. They're still living. They still have a source in them. Outside mitigations and forces. And all you motherfuckers, all you do is sit around and bring out a camera. Woman, New York, most pathetic motherfuckers in Chicago. Motherfuckers raping women and a bunch of brothers standing around looking. You become fucking retards. You wanna know what a zombie is? Thank goodness there's still some good ones. But when politically, I'm talking about the majority. I'll holler at y'all in here in a little bit. Who all popped in? Grey Wolf's going on, Rep. Lloyd. I'm going to say everybody at the same time. Rondo. Original Lone Wolf. Navi. ABJR. Nate Reyes, Lamons, Jamil Samseed, Benji Namseed, Lesman, excuse me. Number love and light, all of you. I'm gonna read these comments later on. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all here roughly in about 2.5 hours. Pale Horse, Arthur Kessler, and then we're gonna set up. We'll set up so we can have a hopefully a lucrative communication, a conversation on what I addressed. Have a grand day.